What are the common traps in the Lemming Defense? Have you ever encountered an opening that seems to defy all the rules of chess? The Lemming Defense is one such opening. It can catch players off guard, but it comes with its own set of traps. Let's take a closer look at what these traps are and how to navigate them. The Lemming Defense is characterized by moves like one pawn to e3 followed by one pawn to a5 or one pawn to e4 followed by one knight to a6. These moves do not follow the standard principles of chess openings. They can lead to quick weaknesses if not handled properly. One of the most common traps in the Lemming Defense is falling behind in development. When you move pawns on the A file or H file or develop your knight to a6, you are not controlling the center. This lack of control can allow your opponent to gain a lead in development and take the initiative. Another trap is creating weaknesses in your own position. For instance, pushing a pawn to a5 or h5 early can leave gaps in your pawn structure. These gaps can become targets for your opponent, making it easier for them to attack your king or exploit open lines. Additionally, there is the risk of losing tempo. Each move that does not help your development or center control gives your opponent a chance to improve their position. This can quickly lead to a disadvantage, especially if your opponent is familiar with standard opening principles. If you are playing as white against the Lemming Defense, the best approach is to stick to basic opening principles. Focus on controlling the center, developing your pieces, and preparing to castle. Do not let the unusual moves distract you. On the other hand, if you choose to play the Lemming Defense as black, be aware that experienced players will likely not be fooled by your unconventional moves. They will quickly exploit the weaknesses you create. While this opening can be fun in casual games or blitz matches, it is not recommended for serious play. In summary, the Lemming Defense can confuse opponents, but it carries risks. Common traps include falling behind in development, creating weaknesses, and losing tempo. The best response is to adhere to basic opening principles and not be distracted by unusual moves.